The secret to making tasty chicken satay is to allow the chicken to marinate in the ground herbs and spices long enough, preferably overnight, in order for the meat to absorb all the flavors from the ingredients. After that, these marinated chickens are barbecued over live charcoal to give them better texture and rich flavor. The question is, however, what are the secret ingredients for best chicken satay? Stay tuned until the end of the video in order to get visual understanding on how to make it yourself at home. Simple and easy. For the marinade, we start by grounding couple cloves of garlic and candlenut with about half teaspoon of salt to taste. You can do it using a set of granite mortar and pestle like this, or something similar. Alternatively, you can just use a food processor. Grind or pound the herbs until it forms a fine paste like this. Add some water if necessary. Cut the chicken meat into smaller cubes or pieces like these. We prefer not to cut them too small though, because it will be difficult to put them in the skewers. You can use a combination of chicken breasts, thighs and legs. But try to make the pieces as uniform as possible. In this video, we use about 500 to 600 grams of boneless chicken breasts to make around 20 to 25 chicken satays on skewers. Once finished, just put them aside while we are preparing for the next step. Slice about half lemon, then squeeze it on the chicken to tenderize the meat for us. However, don't leave the juice for too long though. It will start breaking down the proteins way too much, giving mushy texture. Then, mix the chicken with the blended herbs that we prepared previously. Add about a teaspoon of chicken seasoning and 2 teaspoons of coriander and a teaspoon of turmeric to give them more flavor. Then, add about 100 milliliters of sweet soy sauce to give not only that sweet taste, but also the unique dark color. You can use this recipe and technique for beef meat or mutton as well. Cut an onion into small pieces. Then just put them on top of the chicken mix like this. Let the chicken marinate with the herbs for at least 2 to 3 hours. Overnight in the fridge would give best result. We like to add melted butter to the marinade, and then mix them well to ensure every meat in the skewer is tasteful, buttery, and bursting with aromatic flavors from the blended herbs and spices. That's the secret. The marinade is the most important part of the recipe. The best satay is marinated with lots of different herbs, spices, and other ingredients. It varies a lot, even within the same territory or a country. For those who like things spicy, I also prepare a recipe for special garlic chili sauce that match perfectly with this chicken satay. Just prepare a couple of green chilies, together with 1 or 2 red chili peppers. To adjust the spice level, just change the quantity accordingly, or use other type of chilies that you like, such as jalapeno and habanero chili peppers. In the first step, sauté the garlic and the tomato briefly, using a small amount of cooking oil. Once the tomato withered, add the chilies and sauté them together. Once cooked, transfer the chilies and garlic into the mortar for grinding manually with the pestle. Leave the tomatoes aside for a moment. Add half teaspoon of salt and a spoonful of palm sugar into the mix to sweeten up the garlic chili sauce. Then, grind using the pestle until the sweet chili mix is homogenized like this. To finish off, add the withered tomatoes into the mix. Grind gently with the pestle until it forms a nice texture of garlic chili and tomato sauce like this, with a bit of sweet taste in it. The sweet garlic chili and tomato sauce is now ready to serve. Satay is commonly eaten with peanut sauce. Start by roasting the peanuts with a bit of cooking oil. To make a simple, yet delicious peanut sauce for the satay, I use roasted peanuts, palm sugar, garlic, salt, and red chili peppers. If you are allergic to peanuts, please avoid using any food ingredients that contain nuts such as candlenut in this recipe. I have delicious alternative sauce for you. Please stay tuned until the end of the video. Then, add the garlic and chili peppers into the pan to wither them briefly before grinding them together using a chopper or food processor. You can adjust the amount of the peanut to suit your need for the sauce. Keep stirring the peanuts to avoid uneven roasting. Don't forget to add a little bit of salt here to your taste. Once roasted sufficiently, take them out from the pan using a strainer. This allows excess oil to be removed or drained away from the peanut mixture. Once ready, just load the peanut mixture into a food processor. Chop the palm sugar thinly like this. Then load into the chamber. Add a little bit of salt to taste. Add some water to approximately 1:1 ratio with the volume of the peanuts. Then close the lid. Blend the peanut to make a paste. The longer you process the mix, the smoother the peanuts in your sauce. This step is totally up to your personal preference. We also need to further cook the peanuts, to ensure that they are all well cooked. This is because we used a raw garlic in the beginning. This step is also where you can adjust the taste and thickness or viscosity of your peanut sauce. You can add some water, or sweeten it up with sugar if you like. Just keep stirring to achieve the desired quality. If you are using bamboo skewers as shown here, make sure to soak them in water first, for at least 2 hours. This helps to prevent them from burning too easily during barbecued. Thread the marinated meat pieces onto the skewers one by one. Some people also include onions, red and green bell peppers, zucchini or Japanese cucumber. Just load them up in between the meats for a more aesthetic look or serve as appetizers. Keep the marinade sauce. Don't throw it away, because it can be spread on top of the meat during barbecue and add flavor. It's time to barbecue the chicken. Load the chicken skewers one by one onto the barbecue. Do not put too many skewers at a time, because we want to be able to flip them one at a time to avoid overburnt. Notice I sometimes spread the marinade sauce on top of the chicken during barbecue. This is to enhance the flavor in our chicken. Make sure most, if not all of the charcoals have been burnt before placing the chicken on top of the barbecue. The smoke from the barbecue will give smoky flavor to the satay. This is the main reason we barbecue the chicken using charcoal, to get that smoky flavor. The duration of the barbecue is your own personal preference. Sometimes we just have to eyeball it. I like the satay to be well done. We can use a pair of scissors to snip off the overcharred and burned bits on the satay later. Try not to use any kind of liquid fuel or petroleum-based wax or candle to speed up burning of the coal. Your satay will smell like fuel. If you live in an apartment, or do not have access to an outdoor barbecue unit, you can just cook them in the kitchen. It still tastes the same, but less smoky aroma. Just make sure you preheat the skillet or cast iron grill before actually cooking the satay. It should only take few minutes to sear the chicken. In this particular grill pan, the oil from the chicken can drain down to the center of the pan to be collected in a waste container. Don't forget to occasionally flip the chicken, to ensure both sides of the chicken are cooked. You can also spread the marinade sauce during this grilling, in order to enhance the flavor of your chicken satay. Once cooked, and achieve desired quality, the chicken satay is now ready to serve. For those allergic to peanut, chili and sweet soy sauce is a delicious alternative. Just cut a couple of green chilies into smaller pieces. You can add or reduce the number of chilies to your preference. You can even just use one chili to start with. Then cut a red tomato and sweet onion, also to smaller pieces. Put them into a bowl, and add sweet soy sauce. If you feel this sauce is too thick or viscous, you can dilute it with lime juice. That's it. Simple and easy. The lime makes the sauce really fresh and tasty. Alternatively, just put the lime on top of the chicken to give them a bit of green nuance, or garnish to the chicken satay.